From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Tisha Bader.
I'm Tisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, July the 21st, 2022. Russia has reportedly called to shut down the Jewish agency's activity in the country. The Times of Israel, citing Russian state media, said that authorities filed an appeal with the district court in Moscow for the dissolution of the agency's office in Russia. The Jewish agency, among other things, helps Jews immigrate to Israel. And the action from Russia is believed to be in response to Israel's stance on the war in Ukraine and aid that it has provided to Ukraine. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid shared shortly after the news today that he is sending a joint delegation to the relevant government ministries in Russia next week to ensure continued agency activities. The Jewish community in Russia, he said, is deeply connected to Israel. We will continue to operate through the diplomatic channels so that the important activities of the Jewish agency will not be stopped. And in response to a request for comment, the Jewish agency told JBS that further to information published today, July the 21st, regarding the Jewish agency and Russia, the Jewish agency wishes to clarify that a preliminary hearing on this matter, which is a continuation of the legal process, has been set for July the 28th. As we have previously stated, they added, we are not making any comment during the course of the legal proceedings. And Prime Minister Lapid made his first election campaign speech yesterday. Speaking to the Israeli public from the headquarters of his Yesh Atid party, Lapid told the public the choice in the next elections, which are November the 1st, is not between me and Netanyahu. The choice is between the future and the past. The choice is between those who think only of their own good and those who think of the good of the state, saying the elections could be an opportunity to finally get out of the political stalemate once and for all, and to form a broad and stable national government without the extremists. IDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Aviv Kohavi is back in Israel after his historic visit to Morocco. The IDF cited Kohavi, saying this visit is another example of the historic change in the region and the role the IDF has in creating future partnerships. The IDF chief wrapped up his trip meeting with members of the local Jewish community in the old city of Marrakesh, including with those who fought in the Yom Kippur War, and then returned to Morocco. He also visited the local Jewish cemetery and attended a prayer service at the Salat al-Azama Great Synagogue. Dozens of Jewish graves were damaged or destroyed in a cemetery in Turkey. According to the local Daily Sabah, authorities said the vandalism of the Hasko Jewish cemetery in Istanbul was the work of several children aged between 11 and 13. A spokesman for Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Ibrahim Kalin, was cited by the media as saying, "We will never allow those who attack sacred values and try to sow seeds of strife and enmity in our society." An investigation is underway. And 7 trees dedicated to the memory of Holocaust victims murdered at Buchenwald were chopped down at the memorial site of the concentration camp in eastern Germany. The city of Weimar has offered a reward of 10,000 euros for information on the perpetrators. Israel's foreign ministry shared an exciting new study from Tel Aviv University giving hope to people suffering from long-term COVID-19 symptoms. The study, the first of its kind in the world, developed a treatment based on advanced hyperbaric oxygen therapy, or HBOT. Researchers saying that patients exposed to an intensive protocol of HBOT treatments showed significant improvement compared to the control group. For millions suffering from long-term COVID-19 symptoms, the study, they said, provides new hope for recovery. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, July the 21st at 7 o'clock, it's Talmud study. At 7:30, Ellie Cohanim speaks with former Assistant Secretary for Management at the U.S. Treasury Department, David Eisner. on his perspective of Biden's policies on energy, Iran, and more. At 8, former U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman and British journalist Melanie Phillips sit in for Jonathan Tobin on Top Story, discussing a number of U.S. policy issues, Israel and Saudi Arabia, and more. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Uri Regev on L'chaim. At 10, NBA reporter and analyst for ESPN Dave McMenamin discusses the intersection of sports and faith. And coming up next, it's Good Week Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, July the 21st, 2022. I'm Tisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.